Most people think that Medicare is simple until it costs them thousands in penalties and missed coverage. And I'm going to show you the biggest enrollment mistakes and, better yet, how to avoid every one of them. So stay tuned. And I'm Keith Armbrecht, founder of Medicare on Video. I help people across the country make the right Medicare choices. I can absolutely help you as well. I'm licensed in all 50 states. There's no cost to utilize anything that I offer. So feel free to take a moment, visit MedicareOnVideo.com. I have a lot of information there that you'll find helpful now and in the future when you're in Medicare. So let's get into mistake number one. Pretty big one, missing your initial enrollment period. So if you're about to turn age 65 and you're going to come into Medicare, there's an enrollment period that has to be managed to get this done. It's a 7-month window, but really it's going to be the couple of months before you turn 65. And your Medicare is actually going to start on the first of the month that you turn 65. So even if you're born on June 30th, your Medicare will start on June 1st. A big deal to make sure you get your timeline completed on the right path. And one caveat to that is if you're born on the first of the month, it will start the first of the previous month. So in this example, June 1st, you would start your Medicare on May 1st. So you got to do it much earlier. If you miss this deadline and you sign up for Part B later, there's a 10% per year penalty that you've messed it up, and that penalty lasts forever. So it can be very expensive to do that. So we certainly don't want to miss our initial enrollment period. Mistake number two, assuming you're automatically enrolled. And some people are automatically enrolled, but certainly not everybody. So why would you be automatically enrolled in Medicare? It would be if you have elected to start your Social Security before age 65, because they're going to assume that you're no longer working. So when you turn 65, you're going to need your Medicare to act as your health insurance going down the road. So those are people that are automatically enrolled. Everybody else has to do it themselves. So you sign up for Medicare on Social Security's website, something that'll trip a lot of people up as well. I made a URL to make it easy for you to get there. Just go to www.startpartb.com. Takes you right to the page on Social Security. Pretty easy to do, not very complicated, but that's where you sign up for your Medicare Part A and your Medicare Part B. Mistake number three, not understanding employer coverage rules. So there's a difference if you're going to continue to work at an employer, stay on the health plan, which can be a very good idea, not going to Medicare at 65, come in later at 67, 77, whatever it may be when you retire. But for some reason, Medicare drew a line at 20 employees. So if your employer has fewer than 20 employees, 19 or fewer employees, then you have to go into Medicare because Medicare is going to be primary. So in that case, you don't really have a choice. You need to come off of whatever plan you have at work and go into Medicare. If it's a larger employee, 20 or more employees, then you can stay on your group plan. And that doesn't always make sense, but most of the time it does. If your employer is paying for a lot of your health insurance, if your health insurance is pretty good, because Medicare is actually really good, it may be better, it probably will be better than what you have at work. So you might want to still compare to make sure that it's not going to be a better idea to come off your plan, come into Medicare at 65, even if you are still going to be working. Certainly the spouse should come off of Medicare if the spouse is turning 65, because the employer generally is not paying for the spouse. So the spouse will do much better in Medicare than they will on the employer plan of their spouse as well. So mistake number four, missing your special enrollment period. That's the one that's when you retire from your job after age 65 and come into Medicare. Sometimes things get in the way that people think are good, and one could be COBRA coverage. When you retire, you may have an offer of COBRA coverage, and COBRA coverage is not counted as creditable coverage by Medicare. So it will incur a penalty if you stay on COBRA coverage for any period of time after you retire before you start your Medicare Part B. So make sure you understand that. And that's what we do. We walk through all this stuff with you. So just make sure to give us a call, visit MedicareOnVideo.com. We make sure to get all your pieces in the right places, do everything at the right time, get it all done the way it's supposed to be. And then that way we just don't have any worries down the road. Mistake number 5, choosing the wrong path. So there's 2 paths that you have to choose from when you come into Medicare. Are you going to stay with original Medicare and likely get a Medicare supplement plan? Or are you going to go on to Medicare Advantage? I have a multitude of videos on why I just don't think Medicare Advantage is a good deal. It's very restrictive. You have to use a network of doctors and hospitals. Original Medicare just gives all the freedom in the world. It really has no speed bumps to get in your way, where you can go to any doctor, any hospital, and whatever they say you need, as long as it's medically necessary, it's approved. So you don't have referrals and pre-authorizations and all sorts of other things that Medicare Advantage has. It just seems to me to certainly be the best way to go. So again, make sure you understand that. Watch a couple more videos so you understand exactly the trade-offs if you're going to go with Medicare Advantage, because you might not be able to come back. If you get into a health situation, be very difficult to come back to original Medicare with a supplement plan. So you may be stuck. And I hear that all the time, people that are stuck in a Medicare Advantage plan and want to get out, but they can't get out. And they don't feel that they're getting the care that they need. So those are some major mistakes that can certainly impact you coming into Medicare, and we're happy to help with any of it. So I hope you found this helpful. Have a fantastic day.